Scripture reading comes from the book of Joshua, the 24th chapter, verses 14 and 15. Reads as follows: Now therefore fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. The words penned here draw many parallels, I feel like, to the day that we live in today. I was really wanting to specifically focus on the latter part of verse 14, where it says, "And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord." The words "other side of the flood" just drew so many connotations to me. It was speaking to a people who had gone through such a flight of affliction, who had gone through many hindrances, through many trying situations, and God had shown up as a deliverer for them. And in my mind, something just popped into my spirit that these people who had turned from a great deliverance and deciding to serve another God, or to leave the God that they used to passionately and ardently go after, were suffering from post-deliverance amnesia. And it just draws so many parallels. How many of us have not worshiped God like we did back in the day? You know, God has brought us out of the ghetto, out of trying economic situations, and many of us have landed, with stellar jobs, or some of us have landed with stellar careers, and we forgot the God that we passionately ran after, the God that you prayed so ardently for, to help you, to enable you to make it through med school, or to make it through law school, or to help you get your degree. Isn't it amazing that the God who we used to so ardently run after, that we're not running after him in the same way? We're running after our next check instead of running after the God that had brought us out. These people had seen God show up as a deliverer. And how many of us have been in the same situation? God has brought us out of trying physical circumstances, some of us. You remember how they could barely open the doors of the church before we came in to pray about God lifting that sickness, or delivering us from this tumor in our body, and how we have seemed to not passionately run after God delivered us. So saints, that we have to be ever on guard to not fall into post-deliverance amnesia. Yes, the same God, the same way that we ran after God to bring us out of these trying circumstances, is the same way we need to run after God to maintain us in a trying time. Yes, child of God, God has brought us out of the miry pit, out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, out of trying circumstances, to deliver us into abundance, to deliver us into a wide place. But let's not let the God that delivered us in so many valleys, and let's not forget him when we make it to the mountaintop. Yes, saints, we can't develop post-deliverance amnesia. Yes, God, I love you. God, I treasure you. I worship you. No matter what you have brought me out, there's no way that I'm leaving you. You can bring me out 1,000 times, and I'll praise you 1,001 times. Yes, Lord, please deliver us from post-deliverance amnesia. Yes, we need to remember the God that brought us out of the little houses, that brought us out of 7 or 8 people in one house, that brought us out in families with no automobile, the God that delivered us and enabled us to get great jobs even though we had some of the worst track records, the God that moved away the stain of this conviction, or brought us out of losing property and brought us, still delivered us. We serve a God that has delivered us time after time. The book of Luke says in Luke 1:50, it said, and his mercy is on them that fear him from generation to generation. We serve an awesome God. We serve a God that should be reverenced in every way. Let's not develop post-deliverance amnesia.